Alright, what's up YouTube? Happy Wednesday. Cichlid Man 09 here coming at you. We're going to do just a little bit of a Fishroom update on the goings on what's been going on. Nothing much really. My drip system upgrade, the outflow stuff is working absolutely flawlessly, and I'm having a fantastic time not worrying about having to deal with that, which is just it's very relieving, to be honest, because before it was pretty stressful. I'd leave the house, not have, and really I would worry about stuff. I'd come home sometimes and there'd be water on the floor sometimes there wouldn't be, and it was basically just kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. And with how I have it set up now, I literally have no issues, and it's really a fantastic feeling. Here's an update of the bean eye tank. As you can see, I've added some silk grass plants that I picked up last night. We were out and about, saw these, threw them in the cart, and called it good. And I really like the look. Here, I got a workaround. We got my son's pack and play in here because he just absolutely enjoys being in the fish room with Dad, and he just stares and watches. He can stare and watch the tank for an hour and just be content with himself. But with silk plants, guys, you got to be careful. What I did with these is I rinsed them with some hot water. Some people say to boil them out, or to boil them, which will leach out dyes and whatnot. I just rinsed them with hot water. Make sure you clean them though, because you never know exactly what could be on them. But I am really enthused with how the tank turned out. I like it. It's going to add more to my differentiation of territories between the bean eye. It's going to help with sight breaks. Bean eye on this side of the tank you're going to not see as easy as the other fish on the other side of the tank. It's just a nice addition, and it really made the tank look nice. In the tanks that I will be able to add silk plants, I think I'm going to be adding silk plants to most of them. I just really enjoy the look. But to tanks maybe such as my Red Devil's tank, where he's a digger, my Hoga's tank, he's a digger, probably not going to be able to do it. But in my fry tanks, I'm gonna put some silk plants in there, maybe some vines or something, kind of add to the ambiance, give it more natural look. But there's another full shot of the tank right there, and like I said, I just absolutely love how it turned out. We'll feed the umbies here. Haven't spawned yet, and I say yet because her tube is, I don't know, probably 60% sticking out, and they're going to run over here pretty quick. I'll back up, let them come over here, see if we can get a shot of her tube sticking out. Her colors are still just absolutely knockout gorgeous right now, and I'm having a fantastic time just watching her go through this metamorphosis. So she was a pretty drab fish, 2 weeks ago, and now that she's getting into breeding mode, getting a little bit more mature, she's really adopting a very awesome coloration, and I'm just super excited. I know I keep saying I expect to spawn, but I really, by the end of today, I should have eggs. Her tube's sticking down pretty far, and usually once it gets to that point, it's basically like a point of no return, and usually get eggs and then fry within a week. So stay tuned with these guys, because as you can see, she's plumped up, and you can see her tube poking out right there. And what I've been doing is I've been pretty heavily feeding them in preparation for a spawn, to make sure that they've got as much nutrients in there as possible. I am very excited to see how this spawn turns out, because this will be their first spawn after an extended period of time feeding on New Life Spectrum. I want to see if there's a difference in health of the fry, numbers of the spawn, anything like that, because before they've spawned between 200 and probably 400 with their last spawn, and I want to see if there's a difference in egg size of the spawn, health of the fry that come out, resiliency of the fry, because you guys know I do believe New Life Spectrum is the most high quality food on the market today, and I want to see if it makes an effect. you can see already it's something is making an effect on her colors, and I believe New Life Spectrum has something to do with that. Of course, her maturing and growing and in pre-spawn mode is also helping, but she never got this coloration before feeding New Life Spectrum, so that's just a tidbit on that. So stay tuned, because these guys will be spawning soon. I was expecting it a couple days ago, but they've been a little bit slower than usual. Usually when the tube starts poking out, I usually get fry within the next day or so, but it's been a couple days, so we're going to be a bit patient. But we'll get a close-up right there. You can see that is her tube sticking out. It's not out all the way. Probably spend a little time in here today, see what they do. But there's the umbies. We'll come back over here, check out the bean eye a little bit, show these guys off. But the grass is really going to help as these grow and get more aggressive and really want to kill each other. It's going to help differentiate, set up territory blocks, site blocks. You can see these two right here are really circling each other. I believe this second one right here following has asserted dominance as the dominant fish in the tank. He's the only one in here who doesn't really have any splits in his fins or anything. Not that any of them really do have any major splits or cuts or whatnot. I'm actually not seeing any kind of gashes or whatnot in any of the fish, which is awesome, because that just means the aggression is either really low at the moment, and these two keep dancing. It's either low at the moment or it gets diffused quickly, which I believe my scape and how I have things situated in here has definitely affected that in a positive way for me. I'm not having any deaths, I'm not having any issues with bloat. It's very interesting watching these two right now, because they're just very much just posturing. The second one is definitely trying to assert his dominance over the other guy. Throw some 1mm NLS down in there, let these guys get a little bit of food. Super glad I pulled the trigger on getting these guys. It was a very good decision on my part. Throw a little bit in here for the doe-bye, see if he comes out. Eats a little bit. Yeah, he's not as active as I was expecting. We'll feed his daddy, and then we'll probably call this one good. My battery's almost dead. There he is, eating on his New Life Spectrum. This guy's a freaking beast. Probably a little over 10 inches now. And it's hard to imagine that he's easily going to double in size. Just very excited for the prospect of that situation. Just going to be a true beast. Alright, so that's a little bit on the goings on in the fish room. Not a whole lot going on. Might as well stay here with this guy as I finish this out. You guys can get a shot of Mr. Dovai. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. Can always use more ideas for videos and what you guys want to see. Should be getting a video here soon on the umbies. I'll try and get one of them spawning. If not, I'll get you one with eggs. And like I said, that should be soon. They'll probably do it when I go to work tonight, which is usually what happens. I usually miss it, but that's all good. Alright, we're at 9 minutes now, so we're going to call this good. Cichlid Man 09 out.